it's true that Muhammad was born in the 6th century. He was born in the year 570. When he was 40 years old, his prophetic career began, and it lasted for 23 years. In the Arabian Peninsula, a part of the world that God gave to the Bnei Ismael, to the children of Ishmael, God made a covenant with the children of Ishmael. Made a covenant with Hagar. God made a covenant with her son. You read Genesis 16. And out of him would come a great nation. God made a covenant with her son. You read Genesis 16. You read Genesis 16. You read Genesis 16. And out of him would come a great nation. And out of him would come a great nation. And out of him would come a great nation. There are only two biblical nations that are here today, the Jews and the Arabs, the Bnei Ishmael. I think the covenant that God made with the children of Ishmael is astounding, that we could see with our eyes that it was preserved. And in one way, it's as miraculous as the covenant God made with the children of Isaac.
I think it's entirely plausible that Muhammad is a descendant of Ishmael, and so yeah, I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't object to that on debate.
When God said to Hagar that she's going to have a son, God actually said what this child has to be named. He has to be named Ismael. And when Jacob's name was changed from Jacob to Israel or Yisrael, that was also God speaking. So it's only two people who became nations, whose names were given to them by God himself, and whose names contain the word God, Ishmael and Israel. Those are the two nations. Now,
we have a reference to that business in the Bible. So if you look to page 2 here, you'll see Isaiah 60. This is a reference, this is a prophecy of what's going to happen in the future. Dust clouds of camels shall cover you, camels of Midian and Ephah. And by the way, Midian and Ephah were children of Abraham in these earlier genealogies. They shall come from where? Sheba, Sheva. And they shall bear gold and incense, and shall herald the glories of the Lord. All the flocks of Kedar shall be assembled for you. The rams of Nebaioth shall serve you. Kedar and Nebaioth are also in the genealogies, children of Abraham. So we have this relationship already. And the relationship is one that is actually one in tension. If you look at Genesis 16 in the next box, we'll see an interesting reference. This is a reference to Ishmael. Ishmael. This is the angel who then speaks to Hagar and tells her what's going to happen to her new son she's about to have. And the angel of the Lord said to her, to Hagar, I will greatly increase your offspring, and they shall be too many to count. You shall bear a son. You shall call him Ishmael, Yishmael, for the Lord has paid heed to your suffering. Yishmael in Hebrew means God hears. He shall be usually the translation here is wild ass of a man, his hand against everyone and everyone's hand against him. He shall dwell alongside all of his kinsmen. Now, Jewish tradition takes this reference to Ishmael as a negative condemnation of nasty behavior. But what this really is a phenomenological observation of the tension between agriculturalists and pastoral nomadists. He will be not a wild ass of a man. The word wild ass is a pere, as opposed to a hamor, which is a domesticated donkey. So he, as a pere Adam, is going to be really a wilderness man, somebody who lives in the desert, as opposed to an agriculturalist.